Hey guys, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk, and now I want to thank you all, man. The traffic that we have had from our weekly news reports. I'm not talking about traffic to the blog. I'm talking about just watching you guys watch the show. It's going viral. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're just wanting to get the information out. This week I want to cover all kinds of things, different systems, different sites. What I want to do is I want to praise people that I think are better than I am at this stuff. And really give them some credit. The first thing I want to do, Enrique Garibay over at MLM Leads has created a new site. It's called My Home Business. Man, it's some awesome stuff that he's put together. In our blog post, we're putting a link to it. I just think it's great. Enrique and I have been friends for many, many years, and what he's been able to do here, I know this has been a 3-year project for him, and I tell you what, it's great. Paul Croto, one of the top players over at DrinkAct, listen to what he has to say. For less than $1 a day, you now have access to absolutely the most powerful, most versatile online marketing system I've ever used, period. 13 years as a top income producer. Paul's using this now. I thought that was great. You know, you just flat can't go wrong there. Here's something else that I want to share. George Foray over at That MLM Beat has just launched thatmlmbeat.tv. He's going to be doing interviews. I'm going to be doing a guest part over there on some news. He's going to be digging deep into the companies and top leaders and systems that are out there. I'm proud of what George has done. I have watched him over the last few years struggle as he's built this platform. I mean, this is one of the best communities for the average distributor, for the top leaders. You can get some great branding there and really meet some great people. I've met some awesome folks that are over there. So you want to be able to do that. You want to reach out to people when you can. Another good friend of mine, somebody that I've respected, I call him the numbers man, and that's Ted Knighton over at businessforhome.org. You know, what actually Ted is able to do is amazing. He puts together the facts, the figures, who's making how much money, what company's doing well, who's the top mentors, top leaders, top trainers, you name it, you can find it over at George's site. And we're going to put all this on today's blog post, so don't worry about that. I want to do a shout out to the girls over at Real Savvy Success. We were down at their conference a couple weeks ago. Awesome. The movement on this thing is huge. Their second event's going to be in September out at the Hilton in LAX, but they have got an upcoming teleseminar that's coming up. And man, this thing is huge, and you guys need to check it out. We're putting some links and stuff inside the blog post, but if you're sitting here looking at this, you want to know more about it, I'm going to tell you where you can go, if I can find it again. It's realsavvysuccess.com/teleseminar is where you want to go. You want to check this thing out because it's going to be just rock solid. The stuff that they are doing, these gals, I'm telling you, you talk about collaboration. That's what they have going. So, you know, I wanted to do a shout out to them, let them know what's up, the fact that we're proud of them. I want to cover some news. Last week's news report, I made a comment about Ethos Environmental. They had done a reverse merger, came in, and now they were, what do you call it? They were doing a, what do they call that? Regenerect. You know, they've gone from adding fuel additive to the fuel tank to putting fuel inside of a man's fuel tank is what it amounted to. And we went over on their website, and I was very concerned and said, you know, there's some red flags here because they don't list the ingredients in there. Now, I'd received a report, a very in-depth report, but because I didn't know where this report was from, I didn't want to publish it. Well, this just came out. Irvine, California, April 28th, 2011. Ethos Environmental announced today that it was conducting a voluntary nationwide recall of the company's dietary supplement sold under the brand name Regenerect. This is big. It said it's conducting this voluntary recall because FDA lab analysis has confirmed the presence of some gigantic word like this long. No pun intended. Okay, but basically what it says is it made the products an unimproved new drug. Folks, listen, I know everybody gets excited. There's men out there that need this kind of thing. There's women that want their husbands to have this kind of stuff. Don't be going and just buying something until you know what's on it. I got to tell you, I'm proud of these guys for doing a voluntary recall. We'll put this news report up here. This is some big stuff, and you got to be cautious about that. Hey, I had some other stuff come in. I tell you what, I've got Adam Broker. I think some of you guys know Adam. He's a top player in the business, loves what we do. He gets excited about things, and he's been over there. He really he really loves Talk Fusion. Now, I've told you guys, man, these video email things, I get a little cautious about them because it can be spam and all that, but he's really done awesome. But he got a hold of me. Now, this is a guy, a lot of times you hear people say, well, you want to go after network marketers. Go after network marketers. Well, I tell you what, Adam, he just builds a great thing. You know, he's a co-founder of the Power 3 World Success Leadership Team. Listen to what he wrote. He wrote, this is a great press release. He said, I am humbled and honored that the star of Bravo Channel's hit reality show, Real Housewives of Orange County, has joined Talk Fusion. Vicki Gunsvolson is co-owner of Cato Insurance and Financial Services. She has over 600 agents that work for her insurance across the country, all of whom are now being informed of Vicki's wish that they use Talk Fusion for business communications. I'm telling you what, this is pretty powerful. It goes on to say she has over 44,000 fans following her on Facebook, 50,000 on Twitter, and she's been a star of the show since it began 5 years ago and is extremely successful. Folks, this is powerful stuff. You know what? Direct selling is attracting top people just like Vicki. And we're gonna put her stuff on here. Anytime you've got news like this, we get stoked about it. We think it's some great stuff. You know, this is what the industry truly is about. Does crazy things happen? Absolutely. We can't fault that. But this is some great stuff. Final news that I want to report. I reported on this separately this week, but this is big to me. Cameron Core, one of the top leaders, longevity leaders in direct selling, really gone to the top in a couple companies. Last big one was YTB. He has joined Evolve Health because he's lost weight. He's doing their E84 challenge over there, doing some awesome stuff. Let me say something on that too. I got some reports saying, Troy, do you think that Evolve is ripping off Visalis instead of the 90-day challenge? They're doing the E84 challenge. Who cares? If something's successful and it's working, figure out how you can take it and use it for yourself. I don't think these companies rip each other off. I think they're friends. I think they show up at meetings together. They're peers. And they say, man, that worked for you. I wonder what we can do to make that happen. I know that happens in the industry. I talk to founders of companies all the time. They talk to each other. It's just sometimes we as distributors, we think it's all about competition. Well, this is one of the reasons I love the women at Real Savvy Success. It's about not competition, but collaboration, working together. Man, isn't that what this industry is about? Folks, live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top. Be back with us next week right here for the weekly MLM News Report.